He's joining us now with our forecast, and we're sitting tight, waiting for sunshine.
Is this like a sun in? You know, what
It's a waste of time, isn't it? Waste of time, right?
I'm sure you could be productive. You have your computer. There's a phone. You could make calls.
Tell me what you want for lunch
Do you
and
think
dinner.
it'll look weird when Alan's sitting on my lap for the 4 o'clock news?
And then Alan leaves Ron sits on your lap. Is that how that's
Just
going to
ignore
work?
me, everyone.
Sylvia said she is staying here in that
Bring her
seat
pillow.
until the sun comes out. When I come to work tomorrow morning, I'll be seeing her at 3 a.m. All right. Well, good day to you. Let's talk about tomorrow, because I think we are going to be faced with the potential for some fairly heavy rain in the area. Looks like some thunderstorms are likely. Some of these thunderstorms could produce some very gusty winds, maybe even some hail. You look at the future radar, and right now it's not really printing out any showers around here until maybe much later this evening. After 10 o'clock, our future radar is suggesting then by tomorrow morning's rush hour, future radar is saying, well, or showing us that some potentially very heavy thunderstorms could be in the area during the rush hour tomorrow morning. We've really been timing these thunderstorms and these heavy rains with the morning rush hour as of late, and a diminishing opportunity for thunderstorms through the afternoon tomorrow, and then getting it out of the way for the weekend. The one thing that I've noticed that particular model has not had a good handle on this morning, showers that develop south, and I've been watching a decaying area of thunderstorms coming into eastern Iowa. I do think some of this is going to hold together long enough where we get some showers in the far western suburbs, maybe as early as 4 or 5 o'clock here later on this afternoon, but we'll monitor the timing of that through the day. 54 is going to be our high today. Right now, it looks like that is going to be occurring during the evening. Average high today is 69. Trees and mold, your allergy count for today, are low. 46 right now at O'Hare. Wind is out of the northeast at about 12 miles per hour. 45 Deerfield, some 50s already on the board at Midway. 54 right now in Minooka. So you're already at your 54. You'll probably get to about 56 in Minooka. Skies are overcast, very cloudy skies through the rest of this afternoon. Again, this decaying area of some thunderstorms moving into eastern Iowa. A friend of mine called me to say her mother-in-law was reporting just really heavy thunderstorms in Kirksville, Missouri this morning. That line has weakened as well. Meanwhile, in Rapid City right now, they are getting snow that is falling there. For us, it will be a rain event. I don't have any frozen precipitation in the forecast, but again, some showers around, possibly here later this afternoon, during the evening, but showers and thunderstorms much more.
Nash thanked the show for giving her a chance to live out a childhood dream. The 4 stars remaining on Dancing with the Stars: Chad Ochocinco, Aaron Andrews, Nicole Scherzinger, and Evan Lysacek. Is growing up as a child actor, and she joins us today to talk about this. Welcome.
Thank you.
So nice to have you here.
Thank you.
What made you write this book?
Actually, I was asked to write it. I had never even entertained the idea.
Really?
I'm not really one to look back. I mean, I love the show and I love the opportunity, and it was a great experience. But I'm a really kind of in the moment kind of person,
Sure.
and I always, you know, being an actress, you move from thing to thing to thing. So, but it was, you know, presented to me, and I thought about it. Well, first I actually thought my husband is the writer in the family, so I thought, oh no, they've got me mixed up with
They
him.
had to ask for him, huh?
Exactly, you know, this isn't right. And then no, they wanted me, and so I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I thought, you know, it's interesting. I wonder why it's never been done before. Why hasn't someone done that? And then they said, well, Melissa Gilbert is coming out with a book. And I said, well, there you go.
She's doing it. And a lot of people are wondering, what have you been doing? You've been appearing on occasion at different things, but you're a mother of 2. You live in Canada. And so how does it feel to be going back and revisiting all of this?
Well, it's fun. It's interesting. It's a lot more interesting than I thought it would be, and I've remembered a lot more than I thought I would.
bet a lot of memories have been jogged. What was your relationship with a lot of the cast members? Because you worked together for so long. Were you as if you were a real family? Well, with the good and the bad and everything that goes with it.
Yes. Well, we all had our own families to go home to, but we were very professional. We got along great. There were never any difficulties, no problems whatsoever. And I don't think they really encouraged the children to be too close, because they were kind of afraid we might have girl fights and things like that, and then we would have a problem. But we were always close enough to, that's why it comes off so well, I think.
Yeah, I wondered if there was ever any competition between you and Melissa Gilbert, because the age was so close.
We were a year and a half apart, but it seemed like 5 years, really. I wasn't sure how serious she was. I don't think she was at all, actually, when we were working. She was there, she had fun, she's a smart little, she was a very smart little girl. And she was there more, she played a lot. But I was the one that was sort of introverted and shy and had found my niche. And so I was very serious about it and very, I really wanted to learn, and I took every opportunity I had.
Well, let's talk about Michael Landon, because he was a huge part of that show. And in the book, you talk about how he would fight with the executive producer about how the show should be. The executive producer, wanted it to be more like the books, true to the books, and he wanted to kind of go in a different direction. How did that affect the show?
Well, I believe, yes, we had two executive producers in the beginning, Mike Landon and Ed Friendly as well. And Ed Friendly wanted to stay true to the books, but that would have been impossible. As you could tell, that our pilot was a 2-hour pilot, and that was one book, Little House on the Prairie. So we would have had maybe 6 or 7 or 8 shows.
Whatever they did, it turned out right, because a lot of people grew up watching it and loved it. And I want to ask you, you were one of the only members on this cast that was nominated for an Emmy. At one point, you became blind. What was your tell us about the initial reaction when you found out your character was going to be blind.
Well, I knew it happened in the books, and I was dreading it, because I thought, what will they do with me? I'll just be written out. That's the only thing that could happen to me. So I approached Mike Landon, and I fell apart. I just sobbed. And he said, no, it's going to be great. Trust me, it'll be great. And he was right. It was.
And that really pushed you as an actress. I mean, you got that nomination.
Well, it did. I was the only one ever nominated, and I was put into the wrong category, but that was perfectly fine. I was sitting with Michael Learned and Fanula Flanagan and Seda Thompson. I mean, and I'm 16 years old. Wow. It was amazing. It really
well, the book is called The Way I See It. Melissa Anderson, thank you so much for coming in and talking to us today. And
Backstage in the